everyone. We're here for another episode today of our podcast, and I would like to talk to you about something that every single family makes during Carnival. Carnival started exactly the day after the Epiphany, which is on January 6th. So from January 7th to the day before Ash Wednesday, and I think it's somewhere around mid-March this time, we celebrate Carnival. Carnival is not one single day like Fat Tuesday, although it's mostly celebrated the final week before Ash Wednesday. So from Fat Thursday all the way through Fat Tuesday. Every region, every city, every town, every single family has its own specialty for that period, or specialties for that period, depending on how many things they make. And it's mostly concentrated on sweets. So what I'm going to introduce to you today are the two sweets we make. One is from my childhood. The other one is from Marco's childhood. So mine are called crostoli. Marco's are called Crogetti. Two different types of dough, both sweet somehow, and both fried, because the majority of the things we make at Carnival are fried. Mine is my mom's recipe, and they are super thin. In fact, you use a pasta rolling machine to make them. I have tried with a rolling pin, but it's a heck of a job, so nope, not again. And it's eggs, flour, sugar, oil, grappa, because it's from northeast Italy, the recipe actually, but any liquor would work, and wine vinegar, a very good quality white wine vinegar. You will not taste it. It's only there to make it crispier, and it's absolutely, as said, tasteless in the final result. The ratio would be 200 grams of flour, 1 egg, and 1 tablespoon each of the other ingredients. Now, because the eggs are smaller nowadays, you probably are better off starting on 150 grams, and then while you are kneading it, you can always add a little bit of flour in case it's too wet. You do need a quite solid dough, because when you roll it out through the pasta making rollers, otherwise it will stick way too much, and it will break down, and it will also stick to the rollers, and that will make it much more complicated to clean afterwards. Do not clean it with water ever. So you are better off probably trying to roll some paper towel through it, so that one sticks, the residual particles sticks to the paper, and not remain attached to the machine. Then, as we said, you can use grappa, or you can use any type of liquor. If you cannot use the liquor, then add 1 tablespoon of water, or half and half of the oil and the vinegar. You roll it out very thin. You can stuff it with some jam or with some chocolate hazelnut spread, but I normally don't do that because it tends to wet the dough, which is super thin, and it will break apart if you're not used to working with it. And then you can cut whatever shapes you want. I cut them rather big and then cut some extra slit in between, and then fold them somehow. I will link both the video and my recipe blog so you can see how the process is made, how the folding is done, and so on and so forth. After that, you just fry them a few at a time because they will burn very quickly. I never fry more than 3 because the first one and the second one are okay. The third one will inevitably be too brown. This being said, you will have also to adjust along the time the temperature of the oil. I mean, I slightly turn down the heat as I progress because the oil tends to overheat, and also there always is some oil that will be absorbed by whatever you're frying. So same amount of temperature but smaller amount of oil, it will overheat. This is what is from my childhood. What is from Marco's childhood is called Crogetti, as I said. It's a thicker dough, a way softer dough. The type of ingredients is pretty much the same. It's the proportion that varies. Plus, there is no vinegar because it doesn't need to be crispy. It's a thicker one, so you actually want it soft. And there is Vinsanto, since it's from Tuscany, instead of grappa as far as alcohol. Now, if you want to substitute alcohol in that one, I really don't know what to tell you. I never tried substituting, but the time it takes to fry them actually allows that little bit of alcohol to evaporate, so I wouldn't worry about that. You cut it thicker, like half a centimeter is what, quarter of an inch, give or take. And you fry them, and because there's baking powder in this one, they will puff up. So they will really, you will end up getting something about an inch thick when you're done. Depending on the part of Tuscany where they are from, you can dust them with powdered sugar, or you can drizzle them with honey. This, the recipe that is in my blog and in my video were given to me shortly before we moved by his neighbor, Eva, and she has always made them for him. So what the heck, I will keep the tradition going. From this video, from this episode, we will start doing videos every other week. So keep in mind that it's going to be 1 week of no video. We will do some shorts here and there, but we'll be doing videos every other week. Again, there will be both links to the written recipe and the video recipe, and feel free to leave any comment or any questions you may have about these recipes, and I'll make sure to respond to you. So remember, Carnival is about a little over a month this year. It depends on when Easter hits. Feel free to experiment. There are tons of recipes out there. If you'll try mine, I would love to know what you think about them. So see you in a couple weeks. See ya.